Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is DK. How's everybody doing today? I hope everybody's doing good. All right, so let's just get into it. Today we're gonna talk about me knitting my first socks. So I'm already in the process of knitting my first sock. Here it is. I did the cuff and the leg and um, the heel and the heel turn. I think that's I'm unfamiliar with the term, but yeah. So now I have to pick up stitches, which I'm having a little bit of a struggle with, not to, so I have to figure out how I'm gonna do the pickup of the stitches so you can do the gusset. Um, so that's that one. And then I'm doing another one in this color. This is Neon Watermelon. It must be Merino from Hobby Lobby. It's a size 1. Um, the fiber content is, I know it's 50% merino, 30 acrylic, no, 30 nylon and 20 acrylic. Sorry, got that mixed up. Um, but yeah, so I did the cuff, 20 rows of ribbing, and then 59 rows of stockinette in the round. Did the heel turn. Yes, I did the heel. So now I have to pick up the stitches, and like I said, I'm having a little bit of a problem. So I just have to work at it to get that done. So this is officially my first sock. I did try to do socks like a year ago, and I got a little frustrated, so I just put it down and was like, so, but since starting the channel, I was like, well, I did a review of the 9-inch circulars that I did not post. So I'll probably redo it and post it again because these are actually really easy to work with. When I did the heel flap, when you had to separate for the heel flap, I did try to do it on the 9-inch, but it was too hard on my hands. So I did use double pointed needles to do that, and then from the double pointed then back into the round. I was watching Crazy Sock Lady. She has a tutorial on how to do socks in 9-inch circulars. That's what I've been following. I'll put her video in the description box below if you're interested. I don't know how to do links and all that stuff, so bear with me. But yeah, so that's this. And then this is the 9-inch circular. This is a size 2. The needle tip it's 2 inches long on each side, and then you got the the red cord, the classic chiaogoo red cord in the middle. So, and then after you cast on, and then you do that one or two rows of the purl one, knit one, purl one. It goes easier, obviously, like with anything you do on circulars. The first 2 rows are always little fiddly, and then after you get your groove and knitting, it goes pretty fast. So I'm on my second sock. This is frosty mint, yeah, frosty mint. This has subtle gradations, like I hope, can you see it? Yeah, subtle, very subtle color changes in the yarn. This is also it must be merino. So, and I just did the cuff, and then row count, keep count keep track of my rows. So each of these is 10, so 10, 20, 30. I think I'm almost at 40. I think I have to count. And then a marker for the middle, so when you separate, you can have the front and the back of your sock. There is a size difference, because because on the pink, the watermelon one, I cast on 60 stitches, and this one I cast 64. But because of the needle size, you can see that there is a slight difference, even though I used more stitches on this and less stitches on this. So the needle size matters, obviously. If maybe you don't know if you're new to knitting. Um, so I'm just experimenting, like what size needle I would like my socks to be knit on. And then I have a size 0 knitting, a chiaogoo knitting needle, 9-inch. Like I said, I had bought um a circular needle. I think it was a size 2 from my local yarn shop. And then I wanted to do 2 socks at the same time, so I went back and I couldn't remember which size I bought, and I forgot to look. So I bought a 0 and a 1, thinking that I had bought a 1, but I had bought a 2. So now I only have like 0, 1, and 2 US sizes. So I have to go back and um, see which size I like, which needle size I like, and then buy another needle in that size. Um, and then I was thinking, like, if you didn't want to use double points, you could actually just use another circular when you need to separate for the heel. So that's basically it for this. The merino wool is nice and soft and squishy. I've actually tried it on since I've been making, since I did the leg, the cuff and the leg. I was been trying it on to make sure it fits, and so far it fits pretty good. Because I'm doing like between a small and a medium, and the 64 stitch count, she considers that a medium, and she knits hers on a size 1 circular. And so it's just that, it's like experimenting to see what fits you better and what fits you well. And I think and I'm gonna, like, hopefully I'll make a matching set, for the watermelon and the mint, neon watermelon and frosty mint. Because I actually bought these to make contrasting heels and toes, but I think that's a little too advanced for me for never knitting socks or anything. So this is my first. I think I'm doing a pretty good job. Not too not trying to make too many mistakes or whatever. I mean, I do have like a little bit, like maybe a twisted stitch here and there or something, I don't know. But you're always going to have like little mistakes in your knitting. Now, unless you're like a real perfectionist and you're really like very, very particular about your knitting, which I'm not. Like, sometimes it depends on the situation in my knitting, what I'm going to be particular about and what I'm not. Like, what are you able to just live with? So, and I had to stop because I was knitting so much that my hands were like, when I was sleeping, my hands were like this. So when I woke up, they were all like crampy. So I had to like give my hands a break and do other knitting on bigger needles so my hands could relax. So, so I can also do a little review on the circulars. Like I said, I have a 0, a 1, and a 2 US sizes. So I really like chiaogoo. Like, I have other needles. Obviously, you saw my other, if you haven't seen my other knitting needle reviews, I have 3 knitting reviews, knitting needle reviews up. The only other set that my first set of knitting needles, well, actually, the first set of knitting needles that I got were from Amazon, which were really cheap wooden ones, just to see if I liked to knit, and I would keep with it. So then my mom bought me a Knitter's Pride ginger set, so I could do a review on those, maybe, because I really excuse me. I really did fall in love with the wooden needles. The ginger, I don't know, they really felt good in my hands and things, and I still use them. Because once you get into knitting, you need multiple sets of knitting needles, which they don't really tell you. But anyway, off subject. So this is so each tip is two inches long. They're very pointy, so they can get into the tight stitches. And believe it or not, you can knit with these. I know you look at them and like, wow, they're really tiny. How can you knit with those? But you can knit with those. But when I was but for me personally, I did try to do, when you split for the back and front on the sock, I did try to do the knit one, slip one on these. It was a little too difficult. So I did switch to double pointed. And then my double pointed, I didn't have a size 2 double point. So what I had was a size 1. So I used my size 1 with my double with my size 2, and it might be a little, I don't know, we'll see how this works out. So this will be part 1, and then when I finish my socks, I'll come back and tell you all about that. Hopefully that'll be maybe another week or two. My socks will be finished and I can do a part 2. Um, so that's it for this little update, project in progress or a work in progress. I don't know why they call it a work in progress, because to me, knitting, I don't know, it's not work. It's a joy. I mean, it can be frustrating, but I get a lot of joy and satisfaction out of knitting. And um you know, I don't know about you or you personally, it's amazing. Like you just have, like, you have a skein of yarn just sitting there, right? Maybe for 6 months to a year or whatever. And like, oh, I'm gonna get to that. I'm gonna get to that. And then it's like, then you finally do it, and then within a couple hours, you have a a a, a thing, like a sock. Like I've never had homemade socks. I've never My mom's crocheted for years. She never crocheted me socks or anything, or mittens or nothing. Anyway, that's another thing. But anyway, um, so, and then my knitting adventure started like 3 years ago. Well, actually, um, my knitting inspiration comes from Miss Marple from PBS in the 80s and 90s, with Joan Hickson. So until I got a certain thing in my life, YouTube, and I was able to learn knitting from Marley Bird. Um, that's how I learned how to knit. So anyway, sorry to ramble on, but yeah. So that's it for this little video. Let me know in your comments below what you guys are working on. Are you like just like, how long have you been knitting? Are you like, if you've been knitting for a long time, are you still amazed by it? Because I'm a baby in this. I consider myself a baby. I've been knitting on and off for 3 years, 4 years now. Since 2020. No, it's been 3 years since I turned a certain age. So it's been 3 years. 3 years. So I'm still very young on my knitting journey, discovering what I like to knit, what yarns I like, all that kind of stuff. Um, so yeah, so share with me in my comments if you still, like, if you've been knitting for a long time, like 10 years, 15, 20 years, or longer or shorter time. Um, I just find knitting really amazing. What you can do with um, knitting needles and some yarn. And, it's just, I just really find it really amazing and fantastic and fun, frustrating, um, all that kind of stuff. So, so let me know in the comments. So like, share, subscribe to my channel, please. Um, I'm not sponsored by anybody. I'm just doing this because I like to do it. Um, and hopefully I can make this into something. But anyway, that's later down the road. But anyway, I hope y'all had a good day. I hope you liked my video. like I said, leave me any comments in the comment section, and I'll put the yarn. And the crazy sock lady, um I don't know how to do links, so I'll just, type in her info on in the description box below. So make sure you go out and check out her channel, because that's how I found out how to knit socks. She does have a written pattern um on Etsy, and um oh, what's that other knitting? I can't remember what it is, but the other knitting um place. Oh, I can't remember what it's called. I am having a mind blank. Um, so it's cost $2, but in her video she explains step by step in her video on how to do a vanilla sock pattern. It's a very basic sock pattern. And she's explains things clearly and concisely. And that's what I like about her video. She also has a video on how to do it on double pointed needles and magic loop. I won't put that in the description box because that's not what I'm doing. I'm doing I mean 9-inch circulars. So, all right, everybody, that's it for now. Hope everybody had a good day. You know, I already said that. Repeat it. Have a good day. Thanks for watching my video, everybody. Peace out.